Okay, now, man, now, quit with these combos. What up, everybody? This is your boy, DJ Mixmaster, and welcome back to Soulcalibur VI. And it's been a while, but it feels good to be back. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, last video, we are still traveling with Grow, and he's helping us out. We ended up running into, if I'm not mistaken, one of Aswell's laboratories, getting stuck, but we made our way out. So now we're going to go ahead and continue on with the story. Let's get started. Rumors. Samarkand, a city bustling with travelers and merchants. Here, Dion and Natalie left us to meet with an informant who claimed to have information on the astral fissures. Head to the market or head to the lake? Let's head to the market. On my way to the market, I found my path blocked by a large crowd. An agitated man was shouting at the throngs of people. Danger lies to the west! Head that way at your own risk. You'll be killed by the lizard monster or the giant. That must be Astaroth or Lizard Man. My village was attacked by those very fiends. I'm the only survivor. They're demons! Monsters that glory in slaughter! You know, I heard similar rumors myself. As have I. Rumors from far to the west. A monstrous knight in azure armor has been rampaging across the land, murdering all he encounters. That is obviously Nightmare. The Azure Knight. I thought it was just a rumor, but we should hire more guards. A lizard monster, a giant, and the Azure Knight. Vowing to take care if I ended up heading west, I left the crowd behind. Not long after I met up with Grow, Dion and Natalie appeared. We had discovered a new astral fissure located near Bukhara. Understood. We should prepare to. Axton, are you okay? An unbearable pain lanced through my head. I dropped to my knees, trying desperately to endure it. After a few moments, the agony faded. It has been a while since you absorbed the power of an astral fissure. Can you stand? I nodded and slowly rose to my feet. Rest a while. Once preparations are complete, we head out. Our next fissure, Bukhara, Purifier of Evil. At Grow's insistence, we took time to rest and rejuvenate. Then we began our journey to the next astral fissure. On the way, new enemies presented themselves. Let's see, conditions. You have reduced health and your opponents have increased attack power. Okay. Now we're good. Let's go ahead and get started. Wait. Okay, so we have the first Malfested that's using, what's that, Songmina? Another Malfested which is using Talum. Another which is using, I think that, what's that, Mitsurugi? Yeah, probably. Okay. As we made our way to the astral fissure, Dion leaned over and whispered to Grow. Sir, for some time now. I know. We are being followed, and they do not seem friendly. Perhaps they have been affected by the fissure in Bukhara. That is a distinct possibility. Though I loathe any delay, we should face them here and now. We readied our weapons. Moments later, malfested soldiers charged out of the darkness around us. That's one down. You win. Yes. Hey, that one's still alive. Watch out. A malfested, I thought, defeated, stood up and swung its sword at me. I tried to defend myself, but I stumbled as my head exploded in pain. Grow sped towards me, arriving just in time to deflect the malfested's strike. However, the wild maneuver put him off balance, leaving him wide open. The malfested's next swing arced towards him. Sir! Before the malfested's strike could land, the creature froze. A moment later, it crumpled quietly to the ground. A woman stood behind where the creature had been. Taki, you did this? Who are you? I see no need to tell you. The evil here has been purified, and so I take my leave. And with that, she disappeared into the darkness. Sir, are you okay? Yes. Who was that? She was no ordinary warrior. Indeed, for the briefest of moments, I sensed a strange power emanating from her weapon. We must ask our agents to investigate her. All right. A terrible threat. Though the malfested were no longer a threat, my headache had gotten significantly worse. Finally, the astral fissure was in sight, but the berserker still stood in the way of closing it. Alright, conditions. You have reduced health and your opponent's attacks reduce your guard gauge more. Defeat your opponent, okay? Let's get started. There is still no sign of Aswell or his cronies. I believe we should refrain from closing the astral fissure just yet and instead use it to lure Aswell out. I would agree. However, the intense pain in my head was making it hard to stand. It took me a moment to realize Grow was looking at me. Our priority this time is to close the astral fissure. With our companion here in such a sorry state, our mission could be compromised. Step forward, Axton. The astral fissure needs to be dealt with. Suddenly, with a great roar, a pair of berserkers emerged from within the astral fissure. Two of them? Sword! Without a trace of fear, Grow stepped forward and drew his weapon. I stepped to his side and drew mine as well. I shall take one while you take the other. Stay strong.
Battle 1. Fight.
Okay, I'm pissed off. Come on.
All right.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that was close.
Battle 2. Fight. I won't retreat. All right. On my honor. I won't retreat!
All right. Once I absorbed the astral fissure's power, the pain in my head abated. It is done. Are you feeling better? I nodded. Good. Next we head to the village up ahead and gather information.
Your soul surges in your body.
Cool. Almost leveled up twice. Alright, now up to Mashad. Warning. As I was taking a walk through the woods away from the campsite, a woman appeared, the same one who had helped Gro and I before. That was Songmina, right? Or was that... No, Taki. Alright. I found myself unable to sleep that night, so I decided to take a walk. A short distance from camp, I sensed someone hiding in the darkness of the forest. I tensed, expecting an enemy, but it was the woman who had helped us earlier that emerged from the shadows. I sensed the inhumane power within you. I saw you absorb that evil vortex. I conclude that you are no normal warrior. She had witnessed me taking care of the astral fissure. I knew I needed to tread carefully here. I will not ask you to tell me of your power. Your blade will show me the truth. Your blade will show me the truth of you. I forgot to add the extra couple of words. Okay.
Battle 1. Fight.
Do you fight for good or evil?
I won't retreat. This.
Woo!
Battle 2. Fight. To victory.
Not good enough. Die. Leave this place.
Okay, quit with these combos now.
You leave me no choice.
Fight.
You're a danger. Counter strike.
On my honor.
Oh man, I thought I had the guard just right.
Come. No escape.
Okay, now, man, now quit with these combos.
Leave this place.
Whew. Interesting. Those who stain their hearts in those who stain their hearts with darkness deserve only death. But I may have been rash in my judgment of you. Still, that doesn't mean you are safe. Listen well. The moment evil consumes you, you have become my prey. Do not forget that. She glanced at the forest behind her. And deliver this man. Yeah. Woo! Messed that up. Okay. And deliver this warning to the man hiding over there. His left arm is like a thundercloud ready to strike lightning. Wow, she was able to sense Grow, huh? With that, she disappeared back into the darkness. Moments later, Grow stepped into view. Quite the pesky mosquito we have on our backs. Judging from her garb and bearing, she is what is called a ninja from a country far to the east. She has appeared in my organization's files before. Fear not. Should the evil consume you, I shall kill you quicker than she. I told him that wasn't exactly reassuring. Suddenly I realized I hadn't thanked Grow for saving me from the Malfested earlier. I quickly did so. You need not thank me. I chose my actions. Time to head back. We rise early tomorrow. Get some sleep.
Your soul surges in your body.
Let's head back, do some sightseeing, if we will. Samarkand, the trade route. Riddle me this. The Ming Empire and Europe are connected by a long, winding trade road. I followed it west, traversing scorching sands and treacherous mountain ranges. Eventually, I arrived at the great city of Samarkand, a rich place where people from all over the world gather to trade goods and ideas. They say you can find anything here for a price. But even in Samarkand, some things are still hard to get. What's this say? I can't read this language yet. In a plaza in the center of the city, a group of people were gathered in front of a notice. Let me see. A handsome reward to those who present to me the item that embodies these words. The queen sits in a glimmering chamber, locked tight within the sturdy walls of her castle. She holds an orb most precious. I like the sound of a handsome reward. What's the rest supposed to mean? Don't know. I know who's behind this, though. That Western Lord. You know, the one who's always doting on his daughter. Oh yeah, I heard one time he ordered food and medicine all the way from me. Maybe he wants something from there again. I listened to the crowd chatter while mulling over solutions to the riddle. Eventually, I hit upon the idea that this precious orb could be a pearl, and the castle would be the shell that protects it. A Korean weapons merchant I once met had told me about a rare food that Korea and Japan exported to the Ming Empire. Dried abalone. Abalone shells are extremely tough. When inside, they shine like a rainbow. Dried abalone is supposed to be quite the luxury item, but I doubt cost was an issue to this lord. I should probably go see him if I ever find some. Let's continue to go back a bit. Back to Kashgar. A hammer to metal. Boltia in a bind. Bolta. I said Boltia, didn't I, before? There's no I, idiot. Bolta wasn't her usual chipper self. I wondered if there was something I could do to help her as a thank you for all her kindness. Conditions. Your opponent's high attack do more damage, but their other attacks are weakened. Okay. Get a reward of mead. So you got a ruffian, which is using Raphael, I think. Another using Mitsurugi. Okay, just the two of you. Okay. Let's get started. The bustling streets of Kashgar were dyed by the colors of the setting sun. I opened a familiar door, and the ringing of the blacksmith's hammer paused. Welcome! Oh, it's Axton! You're a sight for sore eyes. I'm just finishing up. Let's have a drink! Go on! Drink up now! Bolta's cheers seemed forced. There was something bothering her. So I asked her what it was. She smiled bitterly. Rats. That obvious? The Royal Army wants to take another look at the people who make their equipment. So they're holding an exhibition. That sort of position carries a lot of honor, so I normally leap at the chance, but the competition's stiff. Another smith, called Yashin's, been making a real name for himself lately. His work isn't great, but his prices can't be beat. I want to go in the opposite direction. This is a smithy with techniques that has been passed down for generations. The effort I put into the metal makes it something special. But my sources of good iron have dried up. There's not much time until the exhibition, and I was wondering how to get my hands on some decent material. I asked if I could lend her a hand, and Bolta smiled sheepishly. I knew you were a man I could count on. I didn't want to trouble you, but here we are. Thanks for the help. 2 days' travel from the city was a wide salt lake. Much of it had dried up, leaving a flat, white expanse of land. This used to be the bottom of the sea, and high-quality iron sand accumulated here over the centuries. This land belongs to the local lord, but he's given us permission to gather sand here today. Yeah, but you didn't get permission from us, so get out of here. You're Ashen Stugs. You'd never give up. I guess we'll have to convince you the hard way. What the hell? Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting. Damn you! We won't forget this. Watch your backs! The ruffians uttered one last threat before fleeing the beach. That lot works for Asen, a local mercenary captain. He's of noble birth, but fortune comes and goes, right? Volta muttered as she grasped her pick. Something was on her mind, but this was not the time to pry. I have a theory, but I'm not going to say it right now. The smith dug quickly through layers of salt, revealing black earth underneath. There we are! Yes! This is the quality I was looking for! I really owe you for this! Thanks! Volta gave me a delighted smile. Alright, let's go again. Memories of Drona. Klitsch the weaponsmith. I made myself to Kashgar to pay a visit to the weaponsmith Klitsch, who had once overwhelmed Master Drona in battle with his unusual attacks. Drona had given me little information to go on, but help wasn't far away. Conditions. You reflect damage when you perform a guard impact to reach your opponent. Alright, and it looks like we got a weapon for a reward. Nice. Facing off against Volta. Alright. I had heard of a weaponsmith named Klitsch said to be living in Kashgar. He might have been enough to overwhelm Drona in his younger days, but I decided to visit the desert city. It was my good fortune to already know a weaponsmith in Kashgar. I decided to pay her a visit. If it is an accident, how have you been? I found Volta selling weapons at the bazaar. If anyone knew about Klitsch, it would be her. When I asked her, she spoke hesitantly. Well, Klitsch is my father, but he disappeared a long time ago. Oh, don't worry, it doesn't bother me anymore. This was once his forge. I guess I've inherited just about everything from him. The shop, my job, my personality, pretty much everything. So, I think I could give you what you're looking for. Volta smiled at me confidently. Heh, you wanted to bout with my old man, right? I can give you a good demonstration of his skill.
Battle 1. Fight.
You like that?
Woo!
Not yet.
This is funny, but this is the third person from Drona's past, and I've faced either descendants,
Not yet.
or apprentices.
Battle 2. Fight.
Some weapon, right? I've got this.
Repent.
I've got this.
Not so fast.
Woo! Whew! You got me. I never thought you'd be able to sneak an attack in like that. Balta came at me with a storm of attacks that were far swifter and heavier than our demonstration earlier. I was barely able to deliver a counterattack, but Balta seemed unshaken. I remembered that Kutch had gone missing and asked if she was worried about him. Nah, he has a habit of wandering off when he's in a bad mood. He'll probably come strolling through the door one of these days. Ha! Balta gave me a cheerful laugh and handed me something long and thin wrapped in silk. Take it. It's the last thing that... take it. It's the last thing the old man made. He may be a bit fickle, but even I respect his word. By the way, if you see him, use that thing to crack his nose for me. Alright, y'all. So, with that, I believe this is a good place to take a break. Next video, I don't know if we'll continue backtracking or we'll continue with the story. We'll figure it out then, though. So, like and comment on the video, subscribe for more gameplay. And with that, see ya. Peace.